So, for a really long time, I've been on the internet. I know, who'd have thought it? I don't look old enough. But I have been on the internet for, well, a long time. Definitely most of this century, if not part of the last one. So, I think you know that I'm familiar. I mean, I remember what web pages looked like in the 90s, as any millennial would know. But one thing that I do remember is the internet being an exciting and interesting place with lots of opportunity for knowledge consumption and to figure things out. And for a few years, the internet was amazing. However, I would genuinely say in the last 10 years that it's getting really empty and really vacuous. And what was once interesting content, especially sort of 12, 15 years ago when people were, YouTube really took off and Instagram took off and people were, making content about their hobbies and interests. It seems to have really taken a bit of a nosedive now. And it does feel a little bit empty. And I think a lot of that emptiness has to do with AI slop, a phrase that I only actually came across myself a few days ago, but intrigued me and kind of explained how I've been feeling. The most rewarding content is content that satisfies us in some way, that we learn something from it or we're entertained by that content. We get something useful from it. We're educated, we're informed, we're entertained, we understand ourselves. Like, we learn a lot through the content. And I think for a really long time, we were quite lucky because our media was very regulated. You couldn't put something on broadcast media, be it radio or television, without it having to meet quite stringent criteria. You can't publish or print something without it kind of meeting quite stringent and criteria and being fact checked and verified. So for a long time, we could trust in the information that we were consuming. However, that isn't so much the case. And with the AI slop that's being generated now, we can't always be sure that what we're watching is actually factual or, accredited or even safe to consume. And this is kind of part of the problem. It's not there to teach us, it's not there to inspire us, and it's not even that entertaining. Sometimes we watch it and feel very empty, and a small feeling of self-loathing, like when we've gorged on too much junk food. It might be a little treat to begin with, but a solid diet of it is not what we want. And that's what's really disappointing about AI slop.